Hoy hoy chummers, this is Dan the GM, and I'm welcoming you to Season 2 of What the Dice. This season is all Shadowrun, so I'm going to shut up and I'm going to let you meet our runners.
I'm Tizzy. I play Voltage. Guns are cocked and loaded.
Lyle here. I play Cowboy. He's wanted dead or alive.
I'm Ethan, and I play Cypher, and what do you mean I can't solve this problem with an axe?
Hi, I'm Jared. I play P. Dexter. Error 404 not found.
Nightlin here, and I play Sparkles, that satyr that has the impulse control of a ferret and a belt full of grenades. What could go wrong?
Listener discretion advised. Content warning level green. Standard Shadowrun subject matter. Foul language. Sex, violence, drugs. For all of our content warning, none of these subjects go into graphic detail, but it is involved in the story of the episode. Listener discretion advised.
The camera fades in and we see the interior of an Ameristar. The interior is clean-ish. You see wrappers from a couple of the burger places around town and one or two empty drink containers. As we pan and look over at the driver, we see, lit by the red light, the same nondescript elf. He is tapping away nervously at the steering wheel as he watches the red light. As it finally turns green, he starts to make his way down the road. About a minute or so later, his radio crackles to life. Nah, Judge. You don't get it. Just because a Johnson is kind of scummy doesn't mean that Nguyen ain't good. I mean, this guy seems like he is higher than a VTOL on Celebrations Day. But what do you mean we're live? Wait, oh, that's what that light means. Well, hey everyone, this is Ed S. Sparks. Sorry, you just caught me in the middle of a conversation with my Deca friend. So we're thinking that, I'm thinking that everything's gonna be good. Run's gonna go smooth as silk. But Judge here is saying that, Ken's gonna put a cap in him at the last second. Or rig up some kind of an explosive. But who knows? Story's just getting started, my friend. Speaking of stories, what we're talking about, if you're just tuning in, is a group of runners that we're talking about have picked up a job from a man named Kenny Ken, a strange, low-down ganger of a Johnson, and is doing a quick run for him. It's a quick extraction, get person A to place B, and get the frag out of town, or frag out of the way. Depends on how you look at it. Runners are a little iffy on things. One thinks that they're gonna get iced. A couple others are thinking, it shouldn't be too bad. But instead of me telling you what happened, how about we tune in? Pull up to this old apartment complex. You can smell the motor oils and that diesel that only a dock would have, as you also smell that pungent sea air with that slight hint of decay from the backwater from this area. In the distance, you hear the sounds of motorcycles revving. Crappy motorcycles, but they're there. You also hear the distinct arguing of something. It's not necessary to really know what's going on. As you all pile out of this truck, how do you guys want to proceed?
Question, how far is this apartment from where the Johnson was?
About a 20-minute drive.
Gotcha.
So how do you guys want to proceed? Are you just stepping out of a vehicle?
Well, this looks like a up-and-up building here, guys.
Oh, it looks like we're getting paid.
I sure hope so. I don't want to be getting into nothing with people and not get paid for it.
Bet there's a street doc that'll buy body parts. Just saying.
There always is. Cowboy's gonna grab his sniper out of the back of the truck and sort of just sling it over the back of his shoulder, still in the case, so it's not as intimidating.
You're in ganger territory. I wouldn't suggest that. If you're gonna have your weapon, I'd have it out and ready.
All right, then.
Yeah, we ain't
I'll go
in the proper city.
Fair enough. Then I'll go ahead and unzip everything, and I'll get my sniper sort of set up by the truck.
All right. So what is loading call? Who's going first, second, third, and who's taking up the ass?
If I recall, it was Cypher, me, possibly Poindexter, and
Yeah,
Voltage?
I was going third. Third's the right spot for me.
Do we have a visual of what the outside of this building looks
Third.
like, Dan?
So it's a red brick apartment, but there is that layer of green and black algae moss from all the salt air that's been constantly berating the stone and clinging on. This is definitely not a well taken care of or maintained apartment complex.
Got it. Are there any windows that are like able to be seen through? Or are they all like kind of boarded up?
Some are boarded up, some are painted over. You know, this is probably closer to squatter territory than anything else.
Can I use the scope on my rifle and do like a perception check, basically?
Absolutely. Does your scope have any special capabilities?
No, it doesn't. It's just a standard rifle
All right.
scope.
Give me a perception check.
Then I got 2 successes. It looks.
With 2 successes, you see a couple of movement behind the black painted windows, but you really can't tell what they are.
Hey.
But there's definitely people inside.
All right. Well, looks like there's some activities going on right up in there. So I'll hang back a little, but I'll be right behind. So if I say duck, I would suggest you do that.
Got it.
You mean everyone just stand behind the giant troll?
A firm.
All right. Well, you mighty fine, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get on.
All right, lead the way, big guy.
What's the room number again, guys?
I believe the missus has that.
I would just like to state that was legitimately never stated during anything.
No, that
It
is.
was not.
Well, I guess we're gonna be knocking on a bunch of doors. We probably should have asked that question.
We do have Kenny Ken's, like, contact numbers, so
Anybody want to give him a quick ring?
I'll send him a text going, hey, what room number's your friend in?
I definitely don't recommend just knocking on doors.
I coulda.
Who has the lowest edge?
I don't think I
Why
have.
does that matter?
I don't think I have very much, but let me check. My edge is 5 right now.
6.
6.
6.
Oh, good.
And Poindexter?
Oh, I got 4.
Oh, roll that edge for me.
1 hit.
Oh, with 1 hit. How long are you willing to wait for that text to bounce back?
Not long.
Oh, I'll blow his phone up.
So you're just gonna keep texting him?
Yup. Hey,
All right.
what's the room number? You forgot to tell us. Where's your friend? Hey, dude. Hey, you gonna tell me?
After about the 5th or 6th message, you see the ... It clears. ... It clears. ... It clears. Then you get 3rd floor, room 2A.
All right, 3rd floor 2A, but his response time and him taking so long to type that out, he's either really incapable of reading his text or, I don't know, bad feeling.
He's on something again.
When is he not?
I got a bad
boy.
feeling about this.
Just make sure you guys are locked and loaded.
Shotgun out and loaded.
Sparkles, roll me an edge.
Hi.
3 hits.
Oh, good. You get a couple of messages back from Kenny Ken. They're picture messages.
Oh God.
And you see all of his drugs, you see a bunch of Nuyen chip, you see a bunch of phones, and then you see a reflection that just happens to cut off just at the right side, where all you see is that he is definitely high off of his gourd and naked, covered in what looks like peanut butter or soy butter or something.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Should I even ask?
Hey, anybody want to know his inventory?
I don't want to see this.
No, I think I'll pass.
Yeah, I'm good. Thank you
I do.
kindly.
I'll forward the pictures of everything, including the questionable.
Well, at least we know we can rob them.
Right?
You know, Sparkles,
Huh?
you need to find yourself a rat running around here and just send a picture of that back to him. I suspect you'll get something really hilarious back from him.
I need something better than a rat.
Man, devil rats are about the size of a canine.
I'm gonna go randomly download a dick pic offline and send it back.
I'm not even gonna make you roll for that. That's hilarious.
It's an easy thing to go do, just like a dick pic. Download, send.
All right, so you get a ... and then it stops.
I think you left him speechless.
Nice.
Well, guys, at least now we understand why he can't come get his friend. He's too busy with peanut butter. That's as far as I can get.
I ain't looking at it. I ain't gonna do it.
I think the peanut butter is smoother than he is.
You're probably right about that.
Big metal door for the apartment complex in front of you. What do you want to do?
Anybody know how to open up this damn door?
Did anybody just try and open it first?
Nope, we hadn't gotten that far yet.
I'm also gonna make sure, Dan, that my pistol and my machine gun are locked and loaded, and make sure in my sniper I'm gonna swing back over my shoulder.
Okay.
I'll make sure to have the safety off on my gun. Or hand cannon, whatever you want to call it.
I actually think guns and Shadowrun have safeties.
I'm sure there are people who repeatedly shoot themselves by accident, so I'm hoping that there are some.
That's what SmartLink is for.
Yeah.
All right, Bear. We can't argue that. Real quick, this building does go up to a 3rd floor, right?
It goes up about 8 stories.
All right, just making sure that he's not saying, "Hey, 3rd floor," and it's only a 2-story building.
And if I remember correctly, you did tell us where this other street dog Ratfield was. We do have his address.
Yeah.
You do.
Does anybody maybe just want to give that door a little tug and see what happens?
I'm gonna cautiously give that door a tug just to see if it's even locked.
Doesn't feel locked at all.
I'll cautiously open that door then.
As the door slowly creaks open, you are all met with the smell of body odor, the sweat of depression, the sweat of people who have given up on their life, and anyone who has spent any time in the shadows knows exactly what this is. This is a BDL den. Most of these doors have been removed, and not gently. The door frames are twisted and ripped off its hinges, and you see wiring that is just haphazardly hung throughout. And you can see the poor conditions. There are rats, and a handful of devil rats, roaming free as you slowly move through this 1st floor. What would you like to do?
Well, if Cypher just kind of stands there, Sparkles is going to give him a shove going, "Get going."
If you're scared, you can hold my pocket.
No, I'm good, thanks.
Playfully, Sparkles is putting her hand in his pocket.
Oh my god, yeah.
Oh,
I mean, she ain't scared, but she literally just reaches over and just puts, not even looking, just puts a hand in his pocket.
oh, I'm gonna blush.
While they're putting hands in pockets, I'm gonna locate the stairs going up.
All right. Give me a perception check.
Do we all get perception checks, or can we not see around the giant troll?
Yeah, that's gonna be my question.
Nope, you can kind of see around him. This hallway looks like 2 trolls could fit next to each other if they
Okay.
squeeze.
Nice.
Okay, I'll roll.
I got 1 hit.
Damn,
I got 5.
I got 2.
I got 1. All right, is that kind of night? Got it.
I'm distracting him with a hand in his pocket.
Yeah,
While
he's
looking around the giant troll.
He's gonna look at you, look at his pocket. Look at you, look at his pocket. Look at you, look at his pocket.
Look back and be like, what?
Look at
You
back.
said if I was scared, I could hold on to your pocket.
You should be scared of what you might find in there.
Scared or excited?
To be continued, my dear.
Yeah, so with 5 successes, what do I see?
In the pocket or in the hallway?
For those who rolled a 1, so Cypher, P. Dexter, and Voltage. P. Dexter sees Sparkle's hand in his pocket. Cypher, you are busy ducking these low-hanging wires, trying to make sure that you don't catch them on you, or your horns, or any part of you, because they seem to have this strange slime to them. Voltage, as you peer around a corner to look for the stairs, you see several elves that are twitching as they are laying on the ground. You see the telltale signs of data jacks stabbed into their head. You see the infection from that of the data ports being there for way too long. For Cowboy, as you're walking around, there's this. You're used to this kind of thing. You're a squatter yourself, but you're used to the homeless. Yeah, you have your handful of BDL junkies you got to deal with, but this is on another level. This smell actually kind of makes you nauseous.
Okay.
Sparkles, as you just kind of glance around, you tap a door with your shotgun, and as it creaks open, you see the stairs. They are old concrete stairs. The handles on the railings on both right and left sides are completely rusted through. It's gonna be just a straight climb if you wanted to go that route.
Found the stairs, guys. Making a little head nod.
Anyone else here notice that the wires have got some weird slime coating on them?
That's just grime. You don't want to touch that. You trust me on that.
Take your word for that.
That goes for those elves over there as well.
Yeah, I wouldn't touch them either.
I wouldn't touch nothing in here. I mean, I live in a place like this, and you don't want to touch nothing. You trust me.
Here's a rule that all runners should live by. If it's wet and it ain't yours, don't touch it.
That's a great rule. That's like a golden rule out in here.
I could follow that one. We'll add that to the number 4.
Yeah, can you write that one down for us, Miss Sparkle?
Absolutely.
As you are all walking up these stairs, you can hear the sounds of other BDL junkies tweaking out as some of them are arguing with dealers trying to get a deal on some illegal BDLs, or even just trying to get their next fix. This is definitely not a place anyone from the Golden City would ever admit exists. BDL abuse isn't a thing in the Golden City. Well, at least according to the news.
I'm sorry, ignorance is going to pop out of me. You've said BDL like 3 times now. Can you please tell me what that is?
It is called a Better Than Life chip. What it does is it overwrites, and the illegal Better Than Lives have all the safety protocols removed, so you can literally feel everything. So if you wanted to be a dog running in the field, you'll smell, you'll feel, you'll get all the same sensories that dog had.
Okay,
Now,
thank you.
the thing with BDLs is they're not always happy. Some of these BDL junkies are probably looking for something that they can't do themselves. Smut and other things of that nature are pretty common in BDLs.
Whatever dark sexual fantasy you can think of, it exists.
Yes.
Mhm.
And a ton that you probably couldn't think of.
Yeah, and more.
And more.
As you all get to the 3rd floor, this door is chained, and you see a large maglock locked around the chains as well.
On the outside?
Yes, on your side.
Someone wants to keep them locked in?
That's a little perplexing, isn't it?
Well, that ain't a good sign right there.
No.
All right,
What have
well,
we gotten into?
I don't know. We should have known better when the man was named Kenny Ken. That's all I'm going to say on that topic.
We probably should have been really questioning ourselves when we got Kenny Ken pics of him pasted with peanut butter.
I mean, at least it pays well, hopefully.
I hope so. I'm broke.
Real quick, Dan, does this door look like someone's from the other side or something on the other side has been banging on it to push it out, or just looks like it's just standard chain door?
Yeah, you can give me a perception check and we can find out.
If it's anything like last time, we'll have problems.
I got 4 to help him check out this door.
Yeah, I got 3 hits that time.
This door looks like it's in pretty decent shape. I mean, it's rusted in some spots. The chain looks fairly new, and the maglock is fairly new. They look like they've both been attached for a couple of days.
Probably the most expensive thing in this building right here.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. How do you open a maglock? Is it hacking it?
You can either hack it, you can hardware it, or you can try to break the chains.
Well,
You want to
with
just
her
use
hand
it?
still dutifully in Dexter's pocket, she's gonna go, "You're up, big guy." And she'll finally let go of his pocket.
You don't have to let go. I can do this with my eyes shut.
Okay, she'll put her hand right back in his pocket.
Baby thought I was funny.
That's all that matters.
But no, she'll actually get her hand out of his pocket just so she has
Yeah.
her shotgun ready if needed.
Yeah, I'd rather your hand be on your gun. Your gun.
What did Sparkles see?
Yeah, did I see anything additional with my 1 extra success?
Nope.
Okay.
I'm going to go ahead and prep my my machine gun.
All right. So, Dexter.
Yep.
Go ahead and roll me a hardware check
6 hits.
with 6 successes. Yes, takes a little extra time. You carefully peel back the warranty label that is still on to get to the circuitry, and you begin to work on rewiring it. A couple of minutes pass, and there's the chime as the door, or on the lock, releases and just drops to the ground. Hey everyone, this is Dan the GM, and I'm bringing you the mid-roll. So here in the mid-roll, I'm going to be real quick, real concise, as best as I can. First and foremost, thank you so much for listening. It helps us fight that algorithm monster with every little listen. It's like a stab, and then a stab. If you want to help support the channel even further, if you head on over to YouTube, link in the description, you can follow us there as well. You'll see Season 1, you'll see Season 2, as well as all of my VODs from my personal Twitch channel. I am what the dice at this point. It is really ridiculous. I feel like I am made of dice now. I'm tangenting. I apologize. I also want to thank those who joined our Patreon. We have a couple of that pay, and we want to thank them directly. Lady Lumi and Ethan, thank you so much for your continued support. And then we have a new one, A Relic, A_Relic. I'm not sure exactly how it's said. You can correct me, please do. Thank you all so much for your continued support. If you would like a shout out here in the mid-roll, if you head on over to patreon.com/whatthedice, you can get your name not only in this mid-roll, but on our website. That's all I've got for us. I do have one more quick thing. We have a friend, another podcast that is Shadowrun based. They did a shout out for us, and I absolutely want to make sure I do this for them. So this is the promo for an amazing, and I really mean amazing, twist on Shadowrun. This is Bug City Blues, so stay tuned.
Good day, citizens of Chicago. This is Oakley Wildwood, your anchor at Goldleaf News Network, bringing you the latest developments from the heart of the UCAS. And now for the news. The Chicago containment zone is witnessing a surge in kidnappings that has left the city on edge. Travel in groups for safety, folks. A good crew could be what gives you the edge to make it to your next paycheck. The streets are witnessing a spike in vehicle thefts and carjackings, leaving everything from jackrabbits to delivery trucks as smoldering, bullet-ridden scrap heaps. Lone Star PD advises secure private parking whenever possible. But in Chicago, even the safest of places can become a battleground. On a more hopeful note, the ghoul communities of Cabrini Green are uniting, driven by a hunger for justice. Vigilantes targeting infected citizens have been escalating tensions, promising violence if they do not leave the city. Those sympathetic to the ghoul cause have offered support by providing donations and offering security, though officials assure that they seek a non-violent resolution to the conflict. There's a lot going on in 2080's Chicago. Stay informed, stay safe, and stay with us by tuning in to Bug City Blues, a Shadowrun 6th World Edition actual play podcast, wherever fine podcasts are found. Now, back to your regularly scheduled programming.
So, of course, if you want to check out their stuff, if you head down into the description, there's a link for all their stuff. So, other than that, that's all I got. Thank you again so much for every episode you listen to. And if you would really want to help us out, even just that little bit more, if you like and subscribe on YouTube, and if you rate and review on any of the pod chasers, that also helps us out. So that's all I have, besides one more absolute big thank you. Stay safe this holiday month, and I will see you in the next episode. May the dice gods bless your every roll, my friends.
I'm gonna promptly step the fuck out of the way.
Oh yeah, I'm kind of crouched behind Cypher.
You guys ready?
Yep.
I'm gonna hug the wall for like a minute of cover.
Is this door swinging outward, or is it swinging inward or outward?
It swings inward.
All right.
No, I'm sorry, it would swing outward.
It's opening towards me. Gotcha.
Yes.
I will draw my hand cannon and very cautiously, with my my empty hand, open that door very slowly.
Are you trying to be quiet about it?
As quiet as possible.
All right. I need you to roll sneaking with a neg 1 modifier.
4 hits.
All right. As you push the door open, it creaks, but not super loud. As the door fully opens, you are all met with a wall of cold air. This is a server room. You can hear the hum of servers working in overtime as the AC units are at full tilt. You can see your breath. It is so cold in here.
Dang.
I ain't dressed for this weather.
This is gonna have to jack the rent up on this place.
Definitely don't put your hand back in my pocket. Look at those beautiful servers.
Do we see anything else, Dan, other than just like a server room?
You see, if you took an apartment complex and basically gutted any wall that was not load-bearing, that is what it is. Wall-to-wall servers. And in Shadowrun, servers are about the size of a tablet nowadays. So this entire floor is full of servers. They are running so many BDL recording and sending software. It is absolutely ridiculous.
Dang.
The one thing you do notice is that there is one apartment that still stands.
By apartment, you mean room?
Yes.
Does that room look suspiciously like 2 or 2A?
It does look like the one you were looking for.
Makes me wonder, guys, whose toes we're stepping on by being in here.
Don't ask questions you don't need to know. Let's just find this guy.
Oh no.
I'll like motion with my hand towards the door.
Oh, Dan, I gotta know. I gotta know. I'm looking for somewhere I can jack into these servers and at least get a glance at what's on them.
I fucking knew it.
Okay.
Personal info I am looking for.
So you walk up to just any old server and jack in?
I'd love to see if I can find, like their control computer if they've got one in here.
You can give it a perception to see if you can find it.
I want to know how glazed over Dexter's eyes look if like Dreamland have like, oh, the servers.
3.
3 hits? No. Someone took great care in that every server rack is the exact same color.
That's awesome.
Hey, Dan,
Yes.
can I make a perception check to check for like cameras and or recording equipment?
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's smart.
4 successes.
All right. 4 successes. Yeah, there are a couple of cameras in here that are constantly, you see the little red light, and they are constantly panning. There's a high chance you've been recorded at some point in here.
I'm gonna make sure I like cover my face with my little bandana, my little red bandana, and I'm gonna like sort of try to motion to the group and point out all of the cameras. We might want to take care of them.
Yeah, that'd be pretty smart.
On it.
Not my first rodeo.
All right, well, Dexter deals with the cameras. Who wants to go look at the room? I doubt we want to stay in here for long, considering we just broke into this place.
I think we send in our gentleman right here, and I'll motion to our giant troll friend.
All right, before we continue with that, we're going to jump over to Poindexter.
Okay.
So, are you just going to randomly select a server, port and jacking in, or are you wanting to try to figure this out?
Well, I'd like to try to figure it out. I don't want to just jack in anywhere. I want to get to those cameras.
All right, you have a knowledge and data havens. Go ahead and give me that data haven roll.
3.
With 3 successes, you know that this main server room's probably housing the BDL's information. They're going to have the security room locked. And based on what you see, there's a high chance that the security room is the only room on this floor.
That tracked.
Now, there's a high chance that this is a closed circuit system, which means you could, in theory, go from server and hack your way into the main host.
Well, so I've already been recorded, right?
Mm-hmm.
So Kenny Ken sent us here, and we've already been recorded, so they already got my face. So I'm looking to see if it's a closed circuit system now.
Okay, so you walk over to any server and you're just going to jack in and see if you can figure it out from there?
Well, I'm going to walk over to 2A, because that's the room we're supposed to go to. So I'm going to tell them that, I'm going to keep it on. If it's closed circuit, that's awesome. I can wipe it. If it's not, I'm fucked already anyways.
Would I be able to tell if the security cameras are voice and video or just video?
Do you have knowledge, security protocols?
I have security tactics.
Wouldn't be tactics.
I have tactics. I have procedures.
I will give it to you as procedures. Roll them virtual bones. It's cold in here.
Gotta pee.
I gotta pee, guys.
Guess we should have asked if everyone needed to go to the bathroom before coming in the building.
Really? Come on.
I peed before we got in this car, so is this your first run? Come on now.
So you are staring at this.
Going over to 2A.
Yep.
You find 2A, and the door is actually metal. Like, it's not an apartment, but it is labeled 2A in spray paint.
How formal.
It looks like someone used a stencil, but kind of did it sloppily. You kind of see that sprayed edge of the outside of the label.
All right, same thing as before. Jiggle the handle, see if it's locked.
So you are jiggling the handle?
Jet delicately, like a slow twist to see if it's locked.
As you touch the handle and begin to slowly turn it, nothing. It doesn't open. It is
It's locked.
definitely locked.
Can I tell what kind of lock?
No.
No.
No. You do not see any keyholes or anything like that. So there's a good chance that you have to have like some kind of matrix code to get in. Maybe it uses a wireless maglock system. It's hard to tell because, you know.
Hey Dexter, this might be up your realm.
I think he actually had to pee.
I think so too.
Yeah, I think he actually had to pee too. He just, like, actually went to go take a piss.
Yep, that's what we're gonna roll with.
Nope. I'd have to agree.
That'll be funny if you leave that part in.
Oh, I am.
I think you should.
I absolutely am.
And I think that was voltage too. I think they both had to legitimately go pee.
Wow.
I'm back.
Yep.
Now on, before we go on missions, everyone needs to go to the bathroom or we're gonna have to turn this mission around.
Yeah, I agree. I ain't running no more runs with you. You ain't peeing before you get in here.
Hey, I'm fine.
And I still had to pee, so.
Wayne Dexter, did you just piss yourself? Like, I can smell it up in here.
No, nope.
Alright, did you come a little because of all this tech in here? It's okay, you can say so.
I can neither confirm nor deny that.
Alright, why don't you work on this lock here and I'm gonna hug this wall like it's my mama.
I want that as
Tell
a
me,
shirt.
tell me you have trauma without telling me you have trauma. I'm gonna walk up to the door.
All right, so you do not see a port to plug into, which means you are going to have to go either AR or V. Yeah, you're going to have to go either AR or full dive to see what's going on around you. Which would you like to do?
AR first.
All right.
We're not anywhere remotely safe.
As you click onto AR, do you have AR goggles or do you have the cyber eyes, right?
I think he has a cyber.
Yeah,
eye.
I do. Yeah.
As you activate the AR mode, you start to see pings as all the servers light up with the indication of they are not connected to the greater matrix. As you look at the door itself, you definitely see a lock. It's a digital lock, it's a mag lock, and it is definitely passcode protected. Someone has to transmit it via an AR window to get it to unlock. Now you can hack in AR mode.
Yeah, let's hack it.
All right. Give me that roll for hacking.
3.
All right. With 3 successes, you are able to get into the node of this unit. Now, as a hacker, you have a couple of different options while dealing with this program. So you need to get a mark on it so you can get more information. So what you're going to need to do is you have a couple options. You can brute force hack it. You can sleaze in.
I'm gonna sleaze in, because who doesn't want to?
So to do that, you need to roll. Hack on the fly, hacking plus logic, so I believe it is going to be just your hacking.
4.
Alright, so you have successfully logged in and you are able to get commands. Now, what you can do is you can do a spoof command, which will basically give it a false command to unlock. Or you can crack file, like there's a couple of different ways you can do it.
Let's give it a shot. If it doesn't work, I'll go the hard way.
Okay, so it is another hacking roll.
5 hits.
5 hits with ease, you are able to pop this lock, and the door creaks open just a little bit as the maglock disengages.
Yeah. Like butter. soy butter. Ladies first.
All right. Sparkles will cautiously open the door. What does she see?
As you push the door open, you see a room that is warmer, something a little bit more comfortable to be in, and you see a single person. They are sprawled out on the floor. Their deck is fried, and they have a little bit of blood coming from their nose and ear.
So they're very unconscious right now still, right?
They are very unconscious.
Found our dude.
I'm gonna carefully turn the corner, Dan, and do a scan of the room to see if maybe there's somebody else that could possibly be hidden in here.
Perception.
Yep. Give me just a second. Oh, not a good roll. I don't think I got any successes. Nope, 0 successes.
I'm gonna scan the room if that's alright.
Yep. So, Cowboy, you just see this guy, and he's on the ground, and he has a happy little smile and happy little rainbows pouring out of his ear and nose.
3 hits.
Nice.
The room is clear.
It's clear, guys.
I'm gonna step in and do I'm just assuming it's like a square room or a rectangle. So I'm just gonna step in with my rifle, ready to go, and do like a square patrol just to make sure that we're good.
Just like the rest of this floor, all the walls that were not support walls have been gutted out to make the room bigger and to line it with computer screens and security feeds from all over, from both inside and outside of this building. Poindexter, you are the only decker on this team. Please give me a perception. No, I'm sorry. Yeah, no, give me a perception with a +2.
Bruh, I ain't seen. I'm not noticing anything tonight.
You do notice that his deck is fried. Whoever dump shocked this guy went for his deck first. This was a straight out personal attack on this decker. I also need a medical check, first aid check, to see how this guy is to know what you can do.
4 hits. Yeah, I mean, I see the board is cooked, so he's got brain trauma symptoms already, so.
So you definitely know he is completely unconscious and is probably pretty fragged up. He is stable enough to move, but that deck is gone. That is just slag at this point.
Okay. I was wondering if there's any information I could pull off of it, but
with a 1, no.
Yeah, right.
It's slag.
So, how's our decker there?
Alive?
We can move him, but he's stable. If
Stable
I guess
and a little crispy.
yeah, he's a critter. We shouldn't waste any time. If he's who we're taking back, we need to get him wherever he's going fast.
Yeah.
Someone want to grab his gear so he's not leaving anything behind?
Alright, I'll get the gear.
I need to grab these computer screens and wipe these cameras.
Alright.
And maybe pull the past few hours off of.
If you could pull the last 24 hours off them cameras there, that sure would help us out.
Read my mind.
Alright, I'll grab the gear. You up, big boy, for carrying the body? Looking at Cypher.
Yeah, let me give him a once-over real quick, just to make sure he's actually good to move.
Hey, quiet boy, looking over at Voltage. You want to help me with this?
Sure, I can.
I'm gonna do a first aid check on this guy, just to make sure he's sound enough for me to pick him up and carry him.
Go for it.
2 hits.
Yeah, he looks okay.
You are confident you can move him.
Yep.
Cowboy is gonna scan the room and just see if there's any other items of interest or value that we could take.
Oh yeah, kind of doing the same as I'm loading up this guy's gear.
So this room is full of computers, so unless you are a decker, you wouldn't know if there was paid data or not.
Okay, I'm just gonna like grab a random like tablet, and I have like just a random one. You can tell me what it is, and I'm just gonna pocket it.
All right, roll me an edge.
Roll me an edge. Alrighty.
Yep.
Rolling. I got 2 successes.
You have a hard drive, or I'm sorry, you have a data pad.
Data pad? Cool.
Yeah, or tablet computer, whatever you want to call it.
Okay, I'll just call it a data pad/tablet.
So while we're loading things up, picking out the body, and giving Dexter time to do the wiping of things, I'm gonna take a picture of this room and send it to Silver and be like, anything I should grab, ?
All right, I need you to roll Silvers. Roll Silvers. Give me a roll of 6 dice. With 1 hit, you're sending a video feed?
No, just some pictures.
Some pictures? All right. The message comes up as unread for right now.
Okay.
So we are going to jump to P. Dexter. So, Poindexter, how do you want to access these computers? Are you going to do a full dive?
Yeah.
All right. So, there are 2 ports that you can use. There's the one that the targets was plugged into, and then you found another one that is just above it.
Well, guys, if I get cooked, tell my mother I loved her, and I'll plug into that one.
I kind of would need her number.
Yeah, I need to know your mama's name. I mean, I'd be happy to do that for you, but
she's dead. It really doesn't matter. Let me just.
Oh, all right.
All right, we'll talk to the wind about it.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, well, I'll say some nice words about you.
Yeah, there you go. Appreciate
We'll
it.
at least carry you out of the building before we leave.
Can we have your
Awesome.
shit if you die?
If I should, yeah, absolutely.
All right, thanks, man.
Yeah, if you get cooked, you can tell her yourself.
Yeah, there you go.
All
Silver lining.
right, I'm jacking in.
As you plug in and you go to full dive, as the rest of the party sees Poindexter's eye just kind of flicker as he goes into VR, we are going to end this episode here. As the camera slowly pans from the radio as the last words echo out into the ether, we see this nondescript elf. He is in a parking garage. His hands are still on the steering wheel as he is staring at the radio. In his eyes, we can see confusion and disbelief of this story that he's hearing. Just like the radio had said and the Golden City broadcast had said, this has got to be a prank. Runners are something that Horizon made up to sell movie tickets, to give this anti-corporation feel, to give this sense of rebellion and give hope to the underdog. But this didn't feel like a story. He seems to chuckle it off as he reaches for the key to the car. The radio crackles back to life. Man, oh man, oh man. Somebody went after that Decker's board, man. Now, I don't know about you. I got a couple friends that are a Decker, and I'm kind of dabbling in it myself. But man, if you are going after a man's deck, you are going after... it's like going after a pot of them. Yeah, you can shoot me all you want, but man, you don't mess with the deck. That is just... it's like getting stabbed in the heart. Well, seems as if the runners have found their extraction target. Now, they gotta get out of this strange server and off to a dock. But, you know, my friends, Edis Box has a thought. You see, when you go into a run, many things can happen. Many things are always a little odd. But finding a server room of that caliber in a BDL den, well, something ain't right. You know, I'm all for doing what you gotta do, but I don't know, my friends. I don't know. Servers ain't cheap, and something's up. Well, Star's starting to hone in on this location, so I gotta get it moseying. So, remember, my friends, shoot straight, stick to the shadows, and never make a deal with the dragon. This is NSBox, and I am signing out!
Hey everyone, Nightland here, co-creator of What the Dice, and player of Sparkles for Season 2, to do some thank yous here at the end of our episode. First and foremost, I would like to thank each and every single one of you for listening. We would not be here today without you, and I do mean that sincerely. We never thought we would get this far, and knowing that there's someone out there, yeah, I'm talking to you, the one with the earballs listening right now. If it wasn't for you guys and us knowing that you're actually here and enjoying what you're listening to, we wouldn't have kept going, and it genuinely fills our heart with joy, and I want to make sure that we tell you every single time at the end of these episodes. We are eternally grateful. Second, we would like to take a moment to thank all the things that we use in our day-to-day What the Dicey ways. First up, Epidemic Sound for our sound effects and music, Podbean for being our host, Foundry VTT, and Forge VTT for creating their virtual tabletop gaming applications and services, Craigbot for our recordings, Catalyst Game Labs for Shadowrun, which is the current system we are running. And with that, if you can spare a moment of effort and want to help us out, the best thing that you can do is honestly tell a friend, share us, drop a link in a Discord somewhere that you're a part of, or take that 2-second effort of hitting a like, hitting a follow, giving us a star rating. Whatever the button is on whatever it is that you're listening to us on goes a long way in helping us fight that horrible algorithm monster. Also, the Topps Company Inc. has sole ownership of the names, logo, artwork, marks, photographs, sound, audio, video, and or any proprietary material used in the connection with the game Shadowrun. The Topps Company Inc. has granted permission to What the Dice to use such names, logos, artwork, marks, and or any proprietary material for the promotional and informational purposes on its website, but does not endorse and is not affiliated with What the Dice in any official capacity whatsoever.